Hey guys, Dr. Mike here. Did you know that 1 in 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer at some point in their lives? A significant portion of these cases can be linked to lifestyle choices, particularly our diet. The food we consume can either nourish us or fuel disease. That's why I'm dedicating this video to raising awareness about 12 common foods that have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. By understanding the potential dangers lurking in our kitchens, we can make more informed choices about what we eat. Let's dive in and explore these foods together, and I'll share practical tips on how to minimize your risk and make healthier choices. Let's start with a big one: processed meats. We're talking about those convenient but often unhealthy options like hot dogs, sausages, bacon and deli meats. They're often loaded with nitrates and nitrites, which can transform into nitrosamines in the body. Nitrosamines are known carcinogens, meaning they can damage your DNA and increase your risk of developing cancer. Studies have shown a strong link between processed meat consumption and an increased risk of colorectal cancer. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as tobacco smoking and asbestos. So next time you're reaching for that pack of hot dogs, consider healthier alternatives like grilled chicken or fish. Now let's talk about red meat. While red meat can be a good source of protein and iron, high consumption, especially of processed red meat, has been linked to an increased risk of certain types of cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. One reason for this link is the presence of heme iron, which can promote the formation of carcinogenic compounds in the gut. Additionally, cooking meat at high temperatures can create heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which are carcinogenic compounds. To reduce your risk, limit your intake of red meat to no more than 18 ounces per week and opt for leaner cuts. When cooking red meat, choose gentler cooking methods like baking, stewing or slow cooking. Avoid charring. Excessive alcohol consumption is a major risk factor for several types of cancer. We're talking about cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, breast and more. How does alcohol do this? When you consume alcohol, your body breaks it down into a toxic substance called acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde can damage your DNA and prevent your cells from repairing themselves, which can lead to cancer development. For women, moderate drinking is defined as up to 1 drink per day, while for men, it's up to 2 drinks per day. If you don't drink, don't start. And if you do drink, do so in moderation. Your health is worth it. We all love a sweet treat now and then, but those sugary drinks are doing your body no favors. Sodas, sports drinks, energy drinks, sweetened juices, they're all loaded with sugar and empty calories. Excess sugar is a major contributor to weight gain and obesity, which is a significant risk factor for various types of cancer. When you consume excess sugar, your body stores it as fat, leading to inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which can create an environment conducive to cancer cell growth. Moreover, sugary drinks don't provide any nutritional value, so ditch the sugary drinks and opt for healthier alternatives like water, unsweetened tea or sparkling water with a splash of fruit juice. Your body will thank you. Let's face it, fried foods are delicious, but unfortunately they're also one of the worst offenders when it comes to cancer risk. Why? Because of a chemical called acrylamide. Acrylamide is formed when starchy foods like potatoes are cooked at high temperatures, like deep frying. It's what gives fried foods that crispy golden brown exterior. But here's the kicker. Acrylamide is a probable human carcinogen. Studies have linked acrylamide intake to an increased risk of endometrial, ovarian and breast cancers. The key is to enjoy fried foods in moderation and opt for healthier cooking methods like baking, grilling or steaming. Microwave popcorn might seem like a harmless snack, but it's hiding a dirty little secret. Its bag. The lining of most microwave popcorn bags contains chemicals called perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS. PFAS are used to prevent grease and oil from soaking through the bag, but they're also known as forever chemicals because they don't break down in the environment. Studies have linked PFAS exposure to an increased risk of certain cancers, including kidney, testicular and prostate cancers. So, next time you're craving popcorn, consider air popping it on the stovetop or investing in a silicone popcorn popper. Your body will thank you for choosing a safer alternative. Canned foods are a pantry staple for many, offering convenience and a longer shelf life. But not all canned foods are created equal. Some cans are lined with a chemical called bisphenol A or BPA. BPA can leach into food and beverages, especially when the can is heated. Exposure to BPA has been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, including breast cancer and prostate cancer. To reduce your exposure to BPA, choose fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables whenever possible. When buying canned goods, look for BPA-free options, which are becoming increasingly common. Your health is worth the extra effort. Salmon is often touted as a health food, and for good reason. It's a great source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids and other essential nutrients. But not all salmon is created equal. Farmed salmon can pose some health risks due to contaminants like PCBs and dioxins. If you're a fan of salmon, opt for wild-caught salmon whenever possible. Wild-caught salmon is not only more sustainable, but also contains lower levels of contaminants. Potato chips, they're salty, crunchy, and oh so addictive. But before you reach for another bag, consider this. Potato chips are high in acrylamide. In addition to acrylamide, potato chips are also loaded with unhealthy fats, sodium, and empty calories. Regular consumption of potato chips can contribute to weight gain, high blood pressure, and an increased risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. So, ditch the potato chips and opt for healthier snack options like air-popped popcorn, fruits, vegetables, or nuts. Artificial sweeteners are often marketed as a healthier alternative to sugar, but the truth is they come with their own set of health concerns. While they may be calorie-free, some studies suggest a link between artificial sweeteners and an increased risk of certain cancers. Artificial sweeteners can also disrupt the balance of bacteria in your gut, which can have negative effects on your overall health. They can also trick your body into craving more sweet foods, which can lead to weight gain and other health problems. It's best to limit your intake of artificial sweeteners. Opt for natural sweeteners like honey, maple syrup, or stevia in moderation. Refined flour is a staple in many diets, found in white bread, pasta, pastries, and more. The problem with refined flour is that it has a high glycemic index, which means it's quickly digested and causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. These blood sugar spikes can lead to insulin resistance, inflammation, and an increased risk of certain cancers, including colorectal cancer and breast cancer. To reduce your risk, choose whole grain options whenever possible. Look for bread, pasta, and cereals that list whole grains as the first ingredient. There's nothing quite like a summer barbecue, but it's important to be mindful of how you're cooking your meat. When meat is cooked at high temperatures, such as grilling or barbecuing, it can form heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. HCAs and PAHs are carcinogenic compounds that form when muscle meat is cooked using high heat methods. To reduce your risk, avoid charring your meat. Cook meat over medium heat instead of high heat, and flip it frequently to prevent burning. You can also marinate your meat before grilling, as marinades have been shown to reduce HCA formation. So there you have it, 12 common foods that could be increasing your cancer risk. From processed meats and sugary drinks to refined flour and charred meat, these foods are best enjoyed in moderation, if at all. By being aware of the potential risks associated with certain foods, you can make more informed choices about what you eat. What are your thoughts on these foods? Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more health-related videos. Until next time, stay healthy.